This scene is so important to me because first off, the quality, first off, the acting, continuing with the writing on this. I did not write this entire scene myself. I won't take credit for the entirety of it, but it was a partner of mine, Terry Kimmel, that wrote it, but I brought it to life. We rented a police car, and I mean, this is like authentic. We even have the Metzberg on the driver's license as well. So this is a real important scene to me, and I want you to check it out. And then we'll talk about it on the other side.
Whoa, 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 partner. How you doing, Haley? Ah, what'd you do to your arm?
I I fell.
Hey, did it hurt? Hey, how about I give you a ride home? Did you like that? Bet you never rode in a police car before, have you? Yeah. Come on, let's take you home. Come on. And put you right up front. Make sure you put your seatbelt on. So I was a little surprised to see you out here all by yourself. Where's your sister? Your arm hurt? Hey, no accidents happen even when you're an adult, which is why it's always a good idea to wear your helmet. So what do you think about riding in a police car? Pretty cool, huh?
Am I in trouble?
Oh, no, honey. No, you're not in trouble at all. It's just I was a little concerned seeing you out here so far from home all on your own. See, it's the sheriff's job to make sure that everybody in the town is protected. You're not in trouble at all. Hey, you want to turn on the siren?
Did you used to be my mom's boyfriend?
What? Um, where'd you hear that? Why do you ask?
When you came over to my house that one time. After you left, my mom and dad were yelling at each other. I was up in my room with Lucy, but they were really loud. And then Daddy said that you and Mom used to be boyfriend and girlfriend.
Oh, well, I had asked your mom to a dance in high school. I was actually surprised when she said yes.
Did you make out?
What?
Well, I overheard Lucy talking on the phone about prom and how everybody was making out afterwards.
Well, see, I just asked your mom to a dance, not the prom. Yeah, shortly after that, she met your daddy, and I was out of the picture.
Was my mom pretty in high school?
Oh yeah, she was beautiful. I was so nervous when I went to ask her out. She was actually the prettiest girl in high school. She still is very pretty, but you know that, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay, let me get you home.
No, she said that you were a nice guy and that you were sweet.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Then she called Daddy a jackass for being jealous. Because you weren't her type. You were little and scrawny in high school.
Yeah, well, see, your daddy was a high school quarterback, and okay, we're gonna get you home right now. All right. Whew.
So maybe you can see now why that has become one of my all-time favorite scenes between the quality and between the acting. And as I mentioned before, the writing, stellar stuff. The crew we had that day was just amazing. What you can't tell off camera, to be honest with you, during this scene is the fact that we had nearly 100 and no, that's wrong, like 369 people off camera watching us shoot this scene. This is when back in the day I shot with a co-partner at that time, or a cinematographer, Christopher Brechtel, and you can see how important I mentioned before the Metzberg logo on the police car. I mean, we spared no expense to make this scene happen. I remember trying to ask the town of Evans if we could rent a police car, and they're like, "Yeah, go right ahead." And they definitely did a background check on me, of course, right? But I came in there, explained everything, showed him the insurance that we had and everything. Um, and what's funny is there's a scene later in Ombis where we film in a supermarket, and we actually had the police show up because there were so many cars there at night, and they were wondering why it was so busy. They stopped, and our police officer, Richard Satterwhite's character that you see in the scene that's playing currently, amazing actor. Um, he actually looked more authentic than the actual officer that came walking in. So that was, there's a picture somewhere. I'm going to see if I can't find it and show it to you right about here. Okay, so continuing with this, Erin Fitzgerald's character, she was about 13 at the time of doing this scene, and she was an up and coming actress. I really, I worked with her several times in other films, adored her as a person. She's grown up and done her own course in life, but um, I would say that this is one of my favorite things that she ever did in any type of performance. The camaraderie between the two, you can tell, is it's so like connective. It's so natural. Richard showed up on set, and so did Aaron. And Aaron says to Richard, "You know your lines?" And Richard laughed, and he looked at her and he said, "Do you know yours?" And then she started reciting some of his lines. So again, the importance of how like this scene was, and it's so this scene too is so vitally important to the sequel Ombus 2. Um, and there's so much character building in this, and that is really what I wanted to do, was make a character driven film, and then you get the creatures, the slimes, all that group of ick. But yeah, we had a street closed down during this time, and we actually have Richard driving the police car in one of the extended cuts of the film. But now you know why this is one of my favorite scenes.